16 points tonight for Darius Garland. He's averaged 19 in his first 6 games. Mark Ballwell, Derek Fisher, Chris Mannix. We're at Intuit Dome. Fourth quarter underway. Cam Christie, 3 for the Clippers. Off target. Wembanyama, rebound. Well, the vibe changed when Ty Lue put the quintet on the floor that's still out there, by the way, for the last 4:51 of the third quarter, and brought this down to a 10-point game and forced Mitch Johnson to put all of his starters back on the floor. Now, that's not the case at this moment. Castle, offensive rebound after the miss by Carter Bryant, and he scores.
Yeah, he just moved Cam Christie out of the way to secure that offensive rebound. That was a big-time opportunity there for the Clippers to get another stop and try to get some points on the board.
Isaiah Jackson. Jackson went in deep and strong against Victor Wembanyama.
That is a strategy against rim protectors, right through the chest.
Yeah. Lowered the boom on him and able to score inside. That's the second basket of the game for Jackson. Close out Christie. Castle, deep knee bend on the 3, but missed it. McLaughlin hustles after an offensive board. Smallest guy for the Spurs to the biggest man for the Spurs. McLaughlin got the rebound, and Wemby finishes off with the jam. What a sequence by those two. Here's Cam Christie. And elevating for the rebound, Wembanyama hits the deck. Foul was called.
And then get the ball to Victor for the strong finish.
Now, we mentioned Luke Cornett being out and opening up some other rotation minutes. And, of course, remember that Dylan Harper's out for San Antonio. The number 2 pick from last summer has a right calf contusion, so there are other guard minutes to be had. And McLaughlin is faring well in some minutes off the bench. Wembanyama denies Isaac. Garland. Low clock. Kobe Sanders steps through and scores. Patiently put it up over Victor and scored it. 10-point game with 10 to go. Now catch inside and an easy finish for Wembanyama. Benedict Mathurin, quick attack. A driving kick. And Miller lets it fly and it's good. A 3-pointer to make it a 9-point game.
Again, speed, force, attacking in transition. Against the Spurs team, you have to play that way in order to get efficient shots.
He fished the lead, had been in double figures since 2:42 left in the second quarter, but now down to a 9-point game. And a foul. Stephon Castle is players with 4 fouls in this game. For the Clippers, Benedict Mathurin, the only player with 4 fouls. Going into Garland. As the Clippers play their 15th game of the year tonight without Kawhi Leonard. Roll to the basket. Isaiah Jackson, 7-point game.
Quick decision, great decision by Darius Garland. Isaiah Jackson's, not shying away from challenging Wembanyama at the rim and got some great finishes.
He's up to 9 points. Devin Vassell decelerates. Double whammy for the Clippers in that situation because not only is it not a potential turnover, it is also the 5th foul of the game on Ben Mathurin with 8:45 left. Devin Vassell with a pair of free throws. Century mark, 100-91.
Hopefully, the Clippers are hoping that Ralph Lawler's law of the first team to 100 does not apply tonight.
The longtime radio and TV voice. Back in the day of the Clippers, Isaiah Jackson. Another alley-oop finish. More paint points for Jackson. Garland put it on a platter. Jackson climbs the ladder. 7-point game again.
Darius Garland again just attacking, getting to the paint. Great pass to Jackson.
And speaking of the paint, that's where Stephon Castle got 2 feet but missed the pull-up. That last alley-oop was Garland's 8th assist of the game. And he's the ball handler. And Jackson's the roller, but overthrows him. Jackson's been impressive, but he couldn't go get that one. At the other end of the floor, Vassell loops it out. Wembanyama for a 3. Long rebound. Castle kept it alive, but Jordan Miller has it for the Clippers. They bring this down to a 2-possession game, and still a ton of time to play it into it Dome. A lot of pick and rolls involving Garland and Jackson here in the fourth quarter. Pull up Garland, kept alive Jackson, but Wembanyama with just too much length. 14 boards for Wemby. And a Spurs high 21. Castle 20. 16 in the game for Vassell. Good ball movement, and Carter Bryant.
And calls the referee. It's not a high five in motion at the same time.
Good spot D-Fish, and Carter Bryant is on the free throw line. Prior to that, the teams were even Steven tonight in free throws, both 16 out of 20. Bryant just took San Antonio's 21st free throw of the game and has one more after being fouled in the act of shooting a three.
This is the small ball lineup. Champagnie, Fox, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell.
There you go.
Carter Bryant.
John Collins has come back.
Clippers need a bucket here. See what type of action they go to create a little bit more movement and not just pick and roll.
Bryant now has 10 points. Deep paint catch. Double pumps and scores and draws a foul. John Collins. San Antonio and the Clippers both have 3 team fouls here in this fourth quarter. John Collins, 10 points, 8 rebounds tonight. Very short on the freebie. Champagnie rebounds. Below the 7-minute mark.
And the Clippers, they need to make a push here for a minute while Wembanyama's getting his rest. He's going to come back to finish this fourth.
Wemby's played 30 minutes tonight. In the paint, Fox. He hits. De'Aaron Fox averaging 23 points over the last 6 games. And a big basket there to reestablish a double-figure lead for San Antonio. Another pick and roll for the Clippers. Garland drives, kicks, then Mathurin, 3-point miss. Collins, offensive rebound, and a foul. In the third quarter, they've rallied D-Fish to within 7 at moments here in the fourth quarter of this game. Currently down by 9 with Collins shooting one more free throw coming out of a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, NBA basketball games are, they're not longer than they used to be. It's still 48 minutes, but the comebacks are...
The three-point line
yeah,
has made such a difference with...
Changed everything.
No lead feeling safe. Game of runs, obviously. Look at the bench points for the Clippers here in the second half.
And a lot of those bench points, I mean, you got to show Jordan Miller some love.
Yeah.
Isaiah Jackson doing a great job off the bench as well.
Keldon Johnson going after the rebound after the miss. Mathurin's got it. Remember that Mathurin's on the floor with 5 fouls. Darius Garland on the move. Carter Bryant slows him down. Tough pass. Mathurin collects it. We're into the back half of the fourth quarter now. Collins just had a 1-2 on the line. They try to make this a 7-point game. Let's hear about the Spurs last time out with Chris Mannix. Chris.
Yeah, Mark was listening in on that Spurs side. A lot of urgency there, specifically when it comes to the defensive end. They need them talking more in transition. You feel like they're not staying down enough on some of these shot takes. They feel like they're giving away a lot of easy shots to the Clippers, and they don't want to be quite so sloppy on that end.
Keldon Johnson missed inside. Clippers with a defensive rebound, so it's a one and done. Jordan Miller. D-Fish just talked about how well he's playing tonight, and he stays after it after the...
Well,
had 27 points, 10 boards, 4 blocks in that game. Still on the bench right now. Drive and kick by Fox leads to a Harrison Barnes corner 3. Well executed out of a timeout for the Spurs to lift the lead back to 10 with 5 to play.
yeah, big shot by Harrison Barnes. De'Aaron Fox, again, just playing under control, on balance, off 2 feet, great pass.
Barnes 8 points tonight, but those 3 were big. Flashing into the paint, a catch for Kobe Sanders, comes up short, falls nicely for Miller, another putback. Jordan Miller on consecutive possessions follows in his own missed shots for the Clippers.
Just sticking with it. Those second chance points that the Spurs were running away with. Clippers battling their way back into this game with second chance points themselves.
And now a steal, Kobe Sanders. They can make it a 6-point game, or maybe 5. Darius Garland thinking 3, but he spots Mathurin, waits for the closeout. And Mathurin underneath with another basket. It's likelihood of that happening. So right now they're in a battle with the 8th place Clippers. Wembanyama's back in the game. A handoff to Vassell. This is down to 6, but Vassell with a big basket that is, to lift it back to 8.
Good action there. Get 3 guys on the opposite side of the floor. Victor, Vassell, left side, 2-man gang. Wemby rolling to the basket, empty side. Good pull-up by Vassell.
Well, 2 timeouts here in the fourth quarter. An excellent execution out of each one of them for San Antonio. Remember, Barnes hit a corner 3 last time in the first action out of a timeout. You had a scoop to the hoop, missed there by Darius Garland. Vassell, who had that hit a moment ago, puts it down, finds Castle. String music for Stephon Castle on a 3-pointer. He takes the scoring lead in the game at 23, and the overall Spurs lead on the scoreboard It's now 11. Garland
Came back with a 3. Spurs up 11.
Don't overlook his 18 points in tonight's game. And a chance maybe for 2 more. Ducks around the defense, turns down the shot, and goes out to Wembanyama. Nice handles. Wemby, low clock. Sanders challenges, makes a late pass. Offensive rebound after the miss by Castle. And his backcourt mate cleans up the offensive glass. De'Aaron Fox with a hoop into the 7-0 run out of the timeout.
Just the activity level in terms of the offensive rebounding, like chasing the basketball down. Spurs have been great at it all night long.
Mathurin finds Collins. Clippers need this. Short on the 3. Julian Champagnie the rebound. Big run by San Antonio. It never was officially a clutch game within 5 in the final 5 minutes, but San Antonio, one of the best in the business this year in those games. It certainly felt like a clutch game at 6. 2 seconds. Double on Wembanyama. He keeps it alive after the miss by Vassell, but the Clippers have it. It was 108-102 at the timeout, and then 7 in a row scored by San Antonio. Garland fouled, and he hits it! 8. Garland has 10, and couple that with 19 points. And a 20th point. Career 86% free throw shooter. Hit it.
Yeah, no, big stop here needed by the Clippers. Spurs back to the similar action they've been running. Wemby will come up and catch it. 2-man game over here with Fox to the left hand. Empty side. Good rotation by Jackson.
Isaiah Jackson a steal. Then Mathurin in the open court. How about that defense by De'Aaron Fox?
He would have been wide open for a 3. That Mathurin been able to get himself under control and kick out.
Big moment of the game with 1:27 to go. Jump ball, chase to it, Jordan Miller. Miller lays it up and in. 7-point game. Jordan Miller's season high is 22. He has 20 tonight. By the way, he's 9 for 12. De'Aaron Fox. He just made that defensive play, but they won the jump ball. Now it's Wemby. Inside to Castle. Outside to Vassell. Swing to Fox. Off the rim. No, but Castle. Another big offensive rebound against the Clippers. That's how they sealed the game 10 days ago. Using the clock as a 6th man. A heave and a miss. Champagnie, it didn't draw iron on Wemby's initial shot. Now he goes to the floor. The potential MVP, putting it all out there, diving into the stands, going after the loose ball. But it's out, and the Clippers looking for 3, and they got it. There are more possibilities on the table now with 38.7 to go.
Clippers just sticking with it. Big made shot there by Garland. Timeout. San Antonio. I don't know about that one.
Devin Vassell trying to finish off a big night. He's got 19 points. Down to 55 with 1 more freebie. The Clippers used their last time out on that challenge, and Vassell is perfect at the line. 4-4 in the game, 2 of 2 on that trip. He's up to 20. 6-point game. Garland wants it back in a give and go. Finally does get it back. Trying to take Wemby off the bounce. Blocked, his 4th block of the game, though it falls from Mathurin, and he finds Jordan Miller with another second chance basket. Into Vassell. Going back to Castle, trying to force a turnover. Now they break the press, and it's 18 and 4. De'Aaron Fox hoping to repeat that, which he does.
And I'll admit, I think I jinxed the Clippers. I said they were the #1 free throw shooting team in the league, and they had a lower night than they normally do.
And to 75 tonight. No timeouts, 4.7. Another layup for Garland. And then running the floor, Wembanyama. Sanders fouls him. It's LA's final timeout. So that's put them in a harder situation to navigate here in the final seconds of the game, D-Fish.
Yeah, I mean, and even the play here right in front of us with the foul on Jackson, I mean, they may have won that challenge more so than the second one, but
per game, averaging 7, but only 3 tonight. He only made 1 of the 3, missed those 2, and now The game is over. Matherin grabbed the rebound, but that's it. No timeouts. And the night is over. And it's 2